Hey, Serena.
Hey, Emily.
What Taylor Swift song are you listening to this week?
So, just generally, it's folklore season for me.
Absolutely. Speak it. Summer is folklore season.
Truly, my favorite.
And it's August.
It's August. It's just I was saying to Emily that my answer really is August, but that was my answer last week, so my second answer is Exile.
Oh, come on.
And last night, she performed it.
That was insane. Can we just talk about that for a second?
Yes, we have to talk about it for a second because I stayed up to listen to it. We're on the East Coast, so it was 2 o'clock in the morning. Yeah. And I wasn't intentionally staying up last night, but it was 1:30 and I hopped on a live stream to see where she was at, and she was towards the end of Folklore, and I was like, ugh. It's another half hour. Do I just stay up?
Not gonna make it.
And then I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna stay up. And so I Dress is one of my all-time favorite songs.
Me too.
I love Reputation.
Yeah.
I love Dress. I was so excited about that. And then I was like, I don't even really care what's next. I'm just happy I heard Dress. The second those notes hit on the piano, I was like,
yeah, and I love how, most of the surprise songs, it takes a while to figure out what she's playing, but as soon as the first couple of notes of Exile, the crowd was insane.
And she just, ate Left No Crumbs.
Yeah.
That song was just...
It was so good. I was excited for this ever since she sang Evermore by herself. Because I thought she sounded so phenomenal taking over the Bon Iver parts.
I know.
And I'm like, okay, Exile is gonna be great also, because I thought Evermore was one of her best secret song performances so far.
I'm actually gonna cry.
Yeah.
I was crying last night watching the live stream. I could not imagine the out of body experience it was to be in that stadium last night.
I know.
And I'm sick and jealous of every person that was in there.
Me too. Even though I was fading so fast while I was watching that live stream. I just happened to open it because I had a rush of I'm awake, so I opened it during Bad Blood and I was like, oh, this is great. I'm finally gonna hear the surprise songs, because honestly, ever since she's been in California, I have not stayed awake for the surprise. I haven't even made it through the Folklore set or the Fearless set. If I'm being honest, I cannot stay awake.
It's so late. Yeah,
it starts at 11 o'clock for us. The show starts.
The show starts at 11. It's really late. Insane. I wish she would start at 7 LA time to help us out a little bit. Whatever.
Yeah, especially when she announced 1989.
Ma'am,
tomorrow.
We know you love the East Coast more. So come on.
Period. So true. But no, I think after Dress, I was so tired. And Exile, I'm laying in bed with my phone next to my ear, and I'm listening to it, and I'm falling asleep, and I think I zonked out as soon as she finished, because then Serena texted me a minute later, and I did not see it until this morning.
I just can't believe, because I checked Twitter to see if she was up, because I knew she'd be tweeting if she was up, and she was tweeting, and I text her, she didn't text me back. I'm like, there's no way this woman fell asleep in 2 seconds. Well, clearly she did, but I'm still at a loss for words. I was at a loss for words last night, so much at the point where I posted on our Instagram account, I just need someone to listen to me talk right now.
Yeah.
Isn't
that the point of this?
It is.
We need an outlet to just talk about when these things happen.
I just couldn't believe it. That was one of her first surprise songs that I was speechless at.
And it's not even a fan fave that people have been waiting for and were shocked to hear. It was oh my god, this is an insane performance. She's killing it.
And I feel it was the same way with Evermore.
Yeah. Exactly.
And I didn't even hear Evermore I didn't watch the live stream that Evermore was on. I forget what I was doing, but I couldn't. And I just, hearing that, I don't even, I need her. I need a live album. Can you please, please, Taylor Allison Swift, I am begging you, please.
But here's the thing. If she did a live album, okay, let's say she does, it's in the works. She wouldn't release it until tour is over, okay, in 2 years.
I know.
But
and how
it would be 280 something songs.
I know.
Does she even have that many songs? I don't think so.
No, I think her discography is 198 or something.
It's very close to 200 because I've drawn all of them.
Yeah. It's not 200 because when I made my playlist of all of them, it was 201, but that included the voice memos.
Oh.
So once I took them out, it's I think it's It's close to 200, but it's not quite 200 yet.
Yeah. So I think it would just be fun if she put them on streaming. I don't know about a whole physical album.
Yeah, I don't care about a physical album. As long as I can hear it. That's really what I care about.
Speaking of physical albums, this is kind of off topic, but I'm so shocked that she hasn't sold the Till the Dawn edition of Midnight's in her web store. It was the one that was available only at the shows.
Oh, yeah, and then it was available online for digital download for 24 hours.
But I'm like,
but
shocked.
There's no physical copies, yeah.
Yeah, I'm still shocked about that.
You know what?
I swore she would sell them.
Yeah, you're right.
Mm-hmm.
Is she still selling them at shows? Because I know for a few ones after MetLife she was.
Yeah, for a few. I have no idea. I don't think so, though, because I don't see people talking about it.
Interesting.
I think that's so weird.
I wonder if people just don't care as much anymore, so they're not talking about it.
Yeah, I think just because it was the one new song, so they're like, ah.
I don't know. But... yeah, that's a good thought.
Just came to me.
What is your current fave? Well, not fave. You know what I mean. What are you listening to? Tell me.
I've had this one on repeat just to go along with the Eras Tour theme. Miss Americana and the Heartbreak Prince.
Amen.
Mm-hmm.
That
you know what? I wanted to revisit it recently because I feel like two things. One, we moved on way too quickly from it being the opening song. I think everyone was in a state of shock. It's been a long time coming. Yeah. Everyone's was in a state of shock, I think, after hearing it. And two, I think because it's on the set list, we are overlooking, like, the rest of the song. Like, she sings the first chorus.
I was just gonna say to you that I feel like it's a disservice that we don't get to scream the Go Fight Win.
Yes, because that is, like...
I remember hearing that song for the first time and being like, this is going to hit in concert. Everybody being like, go! Fight! Like,
exactly! That chant, and it's so cleverly put in there.
I know.
That it's so, like, I've just been appreciating that recently. Just listening to it and being like, oh! Because I don't think I was a big Miss Americana fan when the album first came out. It was one of the songs I was like, I just don't really know how I feel, but I know it was like a big fan favorite. And yeah, it totally would have hit if we got the whole thing in concert. So I've just been trying to give her little playing time because
it does feel cares. It feels a little rude that we don't get the Go Fight Win.
Yeah,
because I vividly remember hearing that hearing the album for the first time and being like, this is going to be amazing in concert. And I'm glad it's in there, but like, we could have used a little more Queen. Mm-hmm. Not to be a complainer.
Not to complain on your set list because it's great, but just a little bit more.
And we just always want more from her.
Yeah. And I would love to know her thought process behind picking the opening song. Like, did she think, oh, I definitely start with the Lover era and then kind of pick a song from there? Was she, like, going through the lyrics and trying to figure out which one would be, like, a great opening lyric to start with? Like, I just want to know how she came to picking that song.
Yeah.
None of us picked it.
I just want to know her thought process behind almost everything to do with this tour.
Period. And we'll say it until we die. We just want...
like, we know we're getting the Eras Tour documentary. We've been known this, but like after the LA shows, like it's like confirmed without confirming kind of deal.
Yep.
But I just really hope like the behind the scenes, like I saw 2 TikToks this week that just had me really like, I just can't, this is like what I want to see on tour. There was one that was about the stages and how there's 3 different stages and how like there are 3 full stages in rotation that like go from city to city and it takes
okay, wow.
Yes, about how like and like logistically how, because the point of the TikTok was she was talking about like her adding more shows and how logistically she can't add more shows from like the end of the like South America to the Asia, because that's like one of the longest gaps, or to Australia, I mean, but the stage needs to travel across the sea. Like, it can't...
That is so true.
It's so big and so much that, like, it needs to be shipped, like, on a cargo ship.
Do you think she'll buy a cargo ship?
Like, she probably already has one.
A couple of them.
Yeah. So it has to, like...
crazy. I never even thought about that.
Yeah, so there's, like, 3 completely full stages. So it's not the same stage in every city.
Huh.
So they get so one stage goes from here and then it goes to the 4th location and then so it's like
so smart.
I know, like this is the stuff I want to know. Like I want to know like where does she lay her head at night when she gets home, like when it's over. Like where I know when she was in Philly she stayed at the Ritz-Carlton in Philly, but like where is her whole team sleeping? Like, I have so many logistical questions. Like, I just think about the logistics of it so much that it drives me crazy.
Yes.
And then the other thing that I saw, it was a guy that went and was talking about how much of, like, a literal athlete she is. Like, how, like, her training regimen has to be, like, that of a professional athlete. Because she's, like, her endurance is, like, insane.
Yep.
And I'm like, I wouldn't, like, post the routine, babe.
I know.
Not that I'm going to do it, but I just want to know.
Yeah, and she looks flawless doing it. And I know that she doesn't have this, like, insane choreography that's,
no,
like...
but she's still going... And, like, her lung capacity, like, I just...
No, it's
crazy. Actually
mind-blowing. She truly is an athlete. Like, has to have more of a...
Like, her endurance is insane.
Routine than... Yeah. She has to eat all the right things. She has to...
And, like, she also looks so healthy. Like, this is the healthiest I've ever seen her on tour. Like, the Reputation tour, she looked like she was going to break in half in, like, 2 seconds. Which, she's talked about, you know, her struggles with eating and stuff. And just to... Like, she looks so healthy.
Yeah. And so happy!
I'll cry right now.
I know! We can talk about the Eras Tour for, like, literal days, weeks, months.
Like, it's
The whole thing is just... I cannot wait till the 68-part documentary drops, and then we can talk about the whole thing.
Like, I was saying to my one friend, she's like, what is it going to be, like a 4-hour? I said, no, it's going to be a 3-part series, period. Easily.
It has to be.
Like, give me 8 parts. Like... Yeah. I just want to know all the behind the scenes. I want to know how she, like, is feeling. Like, obviously, like, she tells us sometimes on stage, but I just, like, I want to know what she thinks about Ticketmaster, and if she hates them as much as we do.
Oh, you know she signed all kinds of stuff. She can't speak on it.
I know, it's not fair.
Yeah.
Like, when is she going to make her own ticketing agency?
It's already in the works. I can feel it.
Please, Tay.
Yeah,
save us.
Yeah,
Speaking of, so in today's time, we find out tonight if we got approved for Verified Fan for the U.S. leg. The second U.S. leg.
I woke up nauseous, but I'm also, like, a little sick, so I was like, am I nauseous because I've been kind of sick, or am I nauseous because I know I'm getting a code?
Yeah,
like,
so...
Or not getting a code.
So my thing, like, the thing that's been stressing me out is I've been... like, on TikTok, like, multiple videos on my For You page have been, like, tips for getting tickets, and I just can't participate in watching that because it stresses me out.
I know. I don't know. I don't have a good feeling about it. I
just know it's going to be a disaster, part 2.
Yeah.
Part 3, part 8. Like, I'm just stressed and sick about it, and I need to see the Eras Tour again.
I know. The fact that she is ending in Toronto...
I don't think that's the end, if I'm being honest.
I don't either. So now part of me is like, why am I trying so hard to go to Canada in November?
But the thing about Toronto is it's not that far from us.
It's not. I've driven there for a concert.
I was just going to say, it's not that far. However, so that's why I'm like...
12 hours.
Well, my phone said 8. All right, we need to pause for a second because my cat is screaming that she wants to leave. So, 1 second. Okay, we're back. I'm so sorry.
The cat has been let in.
She actually was let out.
She was let out.
Yeah, she is her own person. Well, cat, but she's got a mind of her own for sure.
A queen.
Truly. So, yeah, what shows are you trying to get tickets for right now? In this second...
All of them. I don't know. So definitely I want to go to the last Toronto show.
Me too. That's like my number one.
Yeah.
That's my primary focus is the last show of Toronto.
I had my entire family sign up.
Same.
For the last Toronto show. And then I'm like, the secondary show, just pick whatever.
My secondary is Miami, personally.
Yeah. I've never been to Miami, New Orleans, or Indianapolis.
I've never been to any of those cities either. And I'm going to New Orleans in March. So I'm like, not like that. Like, I would... Listen, I'll go anywhere. I don't care.
Yeah.
But
I hear you.
I'm really trying for Canada and Miami.
Yeah.
You know, Miami polar opposites.
Would be a lot of fun.
But
yeah.
I just love Florida. Well, okay. That's a bold statement. I like to visit Florida and leave. Would not like to live there.
On the leave.
But I love the beach. I love warm weather. So it's just like...
I have always wanted to go to Miami.
It's really fun.
But I feel like I'm kind of past. Like, I just wanted to go because I heard, like, the nightlife is, like, so fun. But I'm not
I've
22 anymore.
I've never done the nightlife there, and I still think it's fun. The food, delicious.
And, like, the culture
the
and
beach,
the culture. Like, art and all that.
Yes,
too.
it's a really cool city, and I enjoy going there. But emphasis on the leaving.
Yeah, no, I hear you. I put together a PowerPoint presentation for my friends, like, when we turned 21 on why we should all go to Miami.
Mm-hmm.
And nobody was interested, and I'm still bitter about it. But now I feel like this is my excuse to go.
Yeah, one of my favorite things I've ever done in my life was me and my best friend. We got on a flight at 5:30 in the morning, went to Miami, and flew home at 9 p.m. that night.
Oh my God.
In the middle of the winter because we just wanted to go to the beach.
Just to go to the beach.
Yep. Our flights were $50.
Did you wear a bathing suit on the plane?
Yeah.
Really?
Yes, under my sweatpants. Our flight was $50, and we got day passes for a resort that were $25. So we had access to a pool, a beach chairs, bathrooms, showers, food, drinks.
That's so smart.
It was the most excellent experience I've ever had in my life.
Almost the same cost of just, like, going down the shore here in Jersey.
Correct.
You're, like, with gas and tolls and everything.
And
you're basically paying that. You might as well fly to Miami, fly to Florida.
Exactly.
That's crazy.
And it was amazing, and I would do it again.
Wow. Love that. I've always joked about, I'm not, like, a huge Disney fan, but I've always joked about, like,
Disney doing a day.
Yeah, so, Disney in a day and leaving.
I'll have to tell you a story about that when I'm done, because I'm doing that for someone. It's a surprise for their birthday, so I don't know if they'll listen,
sure.
So
okay.
I'll tell you when we're done. But
adorable.
Yeah, it's really fun to just, it's giving spontaneous.
It's giving 20s. It's giving living your life.
Correct. It's giving people think it's insane, but I don't care.
Yeah.
Anyway, so after all that chatting, if you haven't figured this out yet, me and Emily like to talk. We're doing a Q&A episode.
Thanks for asking us questions.
I was, like, truly shocked by how many questions we got.
Kind of crazy.
And this is probably going to get broken up into 2 parts because, 1, there's a lot of questions, and 2, we need to have more episodes.
Yeah.
But, all right. Are you ready?
Oh, I'm ready.
Okay, what is your first question? Sure. Fave Taylor Swift era.
Oh my God, was I ready? Now I'm thinking, oh my God.
Okay, my fast answer is Lover, because I just love the aesthetics of Lover.
Yeah, same.
And it's one of my favorite albums, and I feel like she was thriving in the Lover era, and I was really, like, sick, over the moon excited for Loverfest, and I'm still angry that COVID ruins everything good in the world. But I think my fast answer is Lover. My second choice, if I had to pick one, I think would be Red.
Just taking the answers out of my brain.
I'm sorry.
No, yeah. I agree with you there. The aesthetics of Lover are top notch. We love that. But just think, like, the original Red era was just such, like...
It's like quintessential Taylor Swift.
Yeah, it's just perfect. We've talked about this before, but she was just, like, a fashion icon. You walked in the store and, like, you could get, like, notebooks with her face on it at CVS, and she had, like, that Diet Coke thing, and she had Keds, and it was just...
Yeah, and just, like, the high-waisted shorts, like, was such a thing.
Fashion
like,
icon.
I feel like, and also, it was, like, a pretty pure era for her. Like, it was, like, before everything went down, that was, like, rough.
Yeah.
I don't know. And it was before, like, the skyrocket, like, 1989, I feel like, skyrocketed her to, like, pop star icon.
Yeah.
Whereas, like, Red was kind of a little bit before she was, like, hit that, like, I don't know. Red's a good one. And I was also, like...
Yeah, I picked Red.
That's a good age for that,
for the time. High school was like, perfect.
And Red is, to me, is very, like, high school vibes, like, the album itself. Like, I don't know. Just, yeah.
Yeah, I agree with you there. I pick Red.
Okay. Favorite Taylor song?
Treacherous.
Whoa. I wasn't expecting that.
To go with the Red theme. Yeah, that's my favorite song of hers.
My answer was always All Too Well, forever.
Mine was too.
But I don't think it's my favorite anymore.
Yeah.
And I think it's been replaced by Would've, Could've, Should've, to be honest
All
with
Too
you.
Well 10 minutes. No. Like, hello. That's a good choice.
Like, that song, there's just something about it that just... it just, like, does something in my brain.
Daggers.
And I say this, I've said this for years, like, one of my favorite things about Taylor is that she can put a feeling into words better than anyone I know. And something about What If, Could Have, Should Have does that for me. Yeah. And I felt that way about All Too Well forever, and I still love All Too Well. It's still top 5 for me, like, but...
Agreed.
It just, you know, she's getting better as the time goes on.
She is getting better.
I can't let a song from Red be my number 1 forever. Like, she's just a better writer now than she was then.
Yeah. Yeah. We could talk about the favorite song discourse for literally days on end.
And talk to me in 2 months, and my answer might be different.
Yep. Mine's been treacherous for a while, but yeah. I don't know. It's just something I cling on to, and I'm like, this is my song and nobody else's.
I love that for you.
Thank you.
Okay. So this next question is funny because we put this up like a while ago, and it said, do you think there will be a second US leg of the Eras Tour? And we've confirmed that there will be.
There will be. However, if you would have asked me, like,
before, you would have said no.
I would have said, hell no.
I was saying no, but, like, when people would ask me, I would say, I don't think so, but if there was, I wouldn't be shocked.
Yeah.
And then...
I, like, hesitate to even call it a second leg because it's 3 cities in the U.S.
I almost wonder if, like... I don't know. I do find her ending the Eras Tour in Canada to be odd.
Super odd. So, to end it with, like, what, 6 shows in Toronto?
In Toronto feels...
At the end of November, that's such a weird...
It feels weird to me, but also people are, like... I've had, like, my one friend was like, do you think she's going to go into 2025? And I'm like, absolutely not. Like, no way. But then again, I'm like, I don't know. This woman, who knows what she's going to do? No, I can't make any strong
No, I'm not going to come on here and tell you yes or no about anything because we have been wrong every single time.
Yeah.
We have said
so. I would love that. I would love if she did an entire U.S. tour part 2 and ended in the United States.
She also, may have meant to go to those cities, but, like, scheduling probably didn't work out. I can imagine that. It's, like, an insane amount of brain power just to put together a tour. Like that, especially on this scale.
And I do think it's crazy that she is going to be in football stadiums during football season.
Oh, yeah.
Like...
Truly, that's another reason why I didn't believe the rumors, because I was like, she simply can't.
Yeah.
She can't use those stadiums.
I thought, I was really shocked that Canada got nothing, to be honest. Like, through this whole thing, I was like, I just don't see, like, how, and I do, like, some people were saying how there's just, like, not really stadiums big enough, da-da-da, like, whatever. But I was pretty surprised that she would just, like, Canada there's, like, a lot of Canadian Swifties. Like, and it's a huge country, so I was just, like, really shocked to see it not be on there, like, literally at all, but, like, you're going to Australia. Like, it just, like, felt weird. Yeah. But I have seen some, like, rumblings of her doing more Canadian shows in other parts of Canada, like Ontario and stuff, but I don't know. I'm stressed. I just want, I really am dying on the hill of I want to go to the last show so bad. So I'm just like,
me too.
Please, like, because one of the other questions was, did you get tickets for Wembley? Because everyone knows I was trying, and so was Emily, and we didn't. And when the Canada shows got announced, I was like, okay, I don't even care that I'm not going to London now.
Yeah.
I was saying, I think it was you, because I think you said you were a little relieved about it.
Yeah.
And I was feeling the same way, that, like, I don't even need to be stressed about it anymore.
I think ending in Wembley would be super iconic of her.
I know, and that's why I was really convinced that was the end.
Yeah. Canada just doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make sense, but
whatever.
Who knows? Whatever.
But it's like that time that Harry Styles swore Love on Tour was over, and then he added a show in Arkansas for the end, and everyone was like, what? But then he ended up adding a whole other, like, year of shows for Harry's house. I fear we're gonna get karma at the end of this, and then we get a whole karma tour. The Arizona karma.
I just will follow her everywhere is what the end of the story is, and I will be seeing the last show of the Eras Tour whenever it happens.
Period. And you know what? We're gonna get tickets for Toronto at the last show, and then she'll announce more, and that's fine. We'll still go to Toronto, and then we'll also go.
And then I'll go again. And I will see the last show of the Eras Tour. If I have to buy resale tickets for it, I'm saving. Now, I started the savings account, and I don't care.
No, that's such a good point. I'm right behind you.
Yep, we'll be going together. Because we're probably the only people crazy enough to buy resale that we know.
Yeah, no, literally.
So what is your favorite Taylor slash Swiftie moment from the Eras Tour? Okay, I have an answer for my favorite, like, mess up thing that happened. I just love her defending the fan from the stage. Stop, she wasn't doing anything during Bad Blood. I was there at that show. Were you at that show?
No, it's the only Philly show I didn't go to.
Yeah, and it was like, when it was happening, I was just like, what is going on? Like, and I remember my friend Kelly, who I went with, she looked at me, she was just like, what? And I was like, I don't know what's happening. And then we just kind of, like, ignored it, but then, like, seeing everything on TikTok afterwards, it was, like, so funny.
Yeah.
But my favorite, like, moment in the show is when, during the folklore set, Last Great American Dynasty, when her and the girl that's, like, Rebecca look at each other.
I know.
It just is so, it's everything. And I love it.
It pulls the whole thing together, really.
It just truly is, like, it's my favorite moment of the tour.
That's so true. Oh my gosh.
Sorry, my cat just smacked my door again.
Terrifying.
She does that to me in the middle of the night, so that's really fun.
Oh my gosh, she needs her own door.
She does need her own door, and if it happens again, I will let her in, and we'll have to pause again, and I'm so sorry.
I'm trying to think. There's like a couple moments.
Let me let her in.
Okay.
Okay, we're back. I'm sorry that she is so rudely interrupting.
It's okay. She is allowed to.
Her purring is a message for Meredith, Olivia, and Benjamin.
Period.
So, she said she would like to meet them. And her mom and her Aunt Emily have to come along.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, we'll see you there.
So, somebody arrange that. We'll have, her people will call their people.
Yeah, okay. So, you are her people. So, you have to... Oh, right. Anyway. Okay. Anyway, let's see. So, my favorite part of the tour... I'm trying to think of, like, fan interaction. I just love, in general, how she just, like... makes these little faces or just like
her facial expressions are so cute.
They're adorable, and she like tries to interact with people in the first couple of rows. Oh, you know what I really loved the other day when she said like if I'm staring at you, it's because I'm trying to memorize your faces or something.
I'll cry right now.
I know. So I went back to when I was in the 6th row, and I like looked at all my videos and looking at all the times we made eye contact, and I'm like, she knows my face. She knows me. I just think that's adorable that she's doing that. She just, like, wants to look at her fans.
I need to be on the Diamond for a show. Like,
I know.
It's fine. I'm fine.
Retweet. Mm-hmm. I also love in the show, the most addicting part to me is during You Need to Calm Down when she goes, let me see your hands. Every time I listen to that song, I'll just like burst into that randomly during the day. I just think it's fun.
It's just such a fun.
Yes.
And I also love all the little like 1, 2, 3, let's go, bitch. It's becoming like a little bit of a Rocky Horror Picture Show, but like... I don't care.
I don't care. No, and I also really love to... Now I'm thinking of these things. This is controversial because I know people hate it, but the little speech she does before she plays the man, where she's like, you're making me feel so powerful.
I love it. I think it's so
cute.
Because I think, like, the first time it was probably, like, so, like, just so cute. And I love, like... I just love her. I love everything about it. And the person that asked the question said their favorite part would be the Reputation set, and the transition from "Look What You Made Me Do" to "Don't Blame Me" is just...
It's good.
It's
the little things, too. It's not even, like, a huge transition, but it's really...
It's a great...
It ties it together.
It's a great moment. That. Okay, Serena from the future here. To close this episode out, we decided to break it up into 2 parts, so you'll hear part 2 at some point. I don't know if it will be next week or the week after to kind of break it up. But also just wanted to remind you to follow us on Instagram, review and rate the podcast, send it to your friends, and we'll talk to you next week. Bye!